The echo crawls through the valley of the inner ear, tracing the blueprints written in the marrow. The rhythm is the foundation, ancient and clear, lifting the sanctuary from the shadow. Behold the architecture of the unmanifest, where ribs are ivory pillars holding up the sky. A congregation of atoms finds eternal rest in the cathedral where the golden fluids ply. The lungs are bellows for the sacred fire, breathing the incense of a life well spun. Higher than the steeple, deeper than the mire, the masonry of spirit has finally begun. No stone was cut by a mortal hand, no map was drawn in the shifting sand. The blueprints live in the marrow of the bone, 1,000 altars for the great unknown. One heartbeat, 10,000 temples, resonating through the hollows of the soul. One heartbeat, 10,000 temples, the fragments gathering to make the vision old. From the crown of the head to the soles of the feet, every sanctuary bows to the rhythm of the beat. The arteries are always paved in liquid gold, leading to shrines where the ancient stories dwell. A litany of light that never will grow old, echoing within the cavern of the shell. The mind is a courtyard where the silence speaks, drowning the noise of the marketplace of greed. In the middle of the chest, the wisdom that we seek is the only scripture that the righteous need. One heartbeat, 10,000 temples, resonating through the hollows of the soul. One heartbeat, 10,000 temples, the fragments gathering to make the vision whole. From the crown of the head to the soles of the feet, every sanctuary bows to the rhythm of the beat. The dove is the mortar, the base is the wall. In this architecture, none shall ever fall. 10,000 doors, but only one key. The pulse of the eye and I, eternally free. One heartbeat, 10,000 temples, resonating through the hollows of the soul. One heartbeat, 10,000 temples, the fragments gathering to make the vision whole. Temples in the blood, temples in the breath, the The signal arms a hollow frequency. Electric ghosts in a circuit sea, rising from the copper vines, searching for the ancient sign. Silicon valleys where the river runs dry, neon suns in a fabricated sky. The shepherd is a satellite, the flock is a bite, grazing on the blue glare in the middle of the night. We trade our shadows for a flickering spark, building our Zion in the digital dark. Architecture of glass, fragile and thin. Where does the machine end and the man begin? The algorithm whispers what the spirit should feel, spinning the thread on a virtual wheel. Babylon's towers are made of light, burning through the curtains of the natural side. Paper walls of the digital ghetto, echoes of a soul in a hollow meadow, tearing at the seams of the binary fold, selling off the nectar for the silver and gold inside. Paper walls of the digital ghetto, watching the vibration turn into a shadow. Gold is the currency, the ghost is the cost. In the library of Babel, every volume is lost. A million voices screaming in a vacuum of pride, with nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. They monitor the heartbeat to sell you the beat, but the rhythm of the earth is beneath your feet. Break the encryption, let the sunlight through. The screen is a mirror that doesn't know you. Burn the scroll, melt the wire. Truth is found in the hearth of the fire, not in the scroll, not in the clip. The wax is melting on the candle wick. Dub the signal, strip the frame. Nature has no username. Paper walls of the digital ghetto, echoes of a soul in a hollow meadow, tearing at the seams of the binary fold, selling up the nectar for the silver and gold inside the paper walls of the digital ghetto, watching the vibration turn into a shadow. Signal fading, vibration rising, the paper is burning, the soul is returning. Static, 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 silence. The skyscraper is a tuning fork for a god who sees to hum. Concrete is but a shallow scab upon the tectonic thumb. We etched our names in silicon and draped the hills in wire, ignoring the sub-marrow heat and the prehistoric fire. Now the asphalt starts to ripple like a black and stagnant lake, as the infrasound awakens every fossil in its wake. are swallowed. When the low end reclaims the soil, the monuments of arrogance begin to boil. Every heartbeat is a landslide in the deep, the subterranean giants waking from their sleep. The root is the cable, the thunder is the law. Gravity returns to the earth's primal jaw. The loam is thirsty for the rhythm that the cities tried to drown. A 40 hertz salvation tearing every temple down. Mycelium conductors are mapping out the grid, exposing every secret that the manicured gardens hid. We are but silhouette and shadow dancing on a speaker cone, waiting for the frequency to claim its rightful throne. It is the heavy, it is the hallowed, in the valley where the echoes are swallowed. The low end reclaims the soil, the monuments of arrogance begin to boil. Every heartbeat is a landslide in the deep, the subterranean giants waking from their sleep. The root is the cable, the thunder is the law. Gravity returns to the earth's primal jaw. Drop the treble, let the silver tarnish and fade. The obsidian pulse is the only debt to be paid. From the mantle to the mud, from the marrow to the mist, the bassline is the only truth that will exist. Reclaims the soil, the monuments of arrogance begin to boil. Every heartbeat is a landslide in the deep, the subterranean giants waking from their sleep. The root is the cable, the thunder is the law. Gravity returns to the earth's primal jaw. Back to the city, back to the stone. The earth is a speaker, the earth is a home. Low and rising, soil abiding, the echo remains. The red clay rises in a cloud of silence, where the horizon meets the iron vein soil. Crimson silk caught in the creases of a weathered palm, written in the language of a parched and ancient psalm. The sky is a kiln where the heavy noon sun bakes, tracing patterns in the grit that the dry wind wakes. Footprints dissolve into the atoms of the hill, but the memory of the motion is vibrating still. Listen to the static between the heat and the shade. Hear the resonance of the foundation we lay. Ochre dust and ancestral drumming, I hear the thunder of the spirits coming, sifting through the red, rising from the deep, waking up the giants that the mountains keep. Ochre dust and ancestral drumming, the rhythm of the ages is a constant humming. Hollow cheetah singing with the heart of gold skin tie, chasing back the shadows in the middle of the night. It is the pulse of the marrow, it is the salt in the vein, the calligraphy of lightning before the falling rain. No wall can contain what the red earth has sworn, from the ashes of the sunset to the amber of the morn. Listen to the static between the heat and the shade. Hear the resonance of the foundation we lay. Ochre dust and ancestral drumming, I hear the thunder of the spirits coming, sifting through the red, rising from the deep, waking up the giants that the mountains keep. Ochre dust and ancestral drumming, the rhythm of the ages is a constant humming. Time is a spiral, not a narrow straight line, where the oxide of the past and the future entwine. Can you feel the vibration in the soles of your feet, where the blood of the Father and the pavement meet? Ochre dust and ancestral drumming, I hear the thunder of the spirits coming, sifting through the red, rising from the deep, waking up the giants that the mountains keep. Ochre dust and ancestral drumming, the rhythm of the ages is a constant humming. Red on the wind, echo in the bone, the earth remembers its own. The dust never dies, it only flies. Low frequency, high spirit, ochre drumming. of the sign and the crest, a flick of the tongue in the cavern of the chest. Cold-blooded wisdom in a warm vacuum tube, coiling round the rhythm of the primitive cube. He slides through the static where the ghosts reside, on a current of mercury where the shadows hide. Not a warning of venom, but a secret of old, written in the silver and the tarnished gold. The low end shudders like a tectonic shift as the scales of the melody begin to drift. It is the serpent's whisper in the sound wave, hissing through the corridors of delay. A ribbon of smoke in a digital grave, turning the midnight into clay. Can you hear the slither in the sub-bass floor, knocking on the hinge of the secret door? He sheds his skin on the magnetic tape, changing his color and changing his shape. From the garden of wires to the speakers of wood, understanding the evil and the misunderstood. Heavy iron reverb and a sulphurous breath, dancing on the thin line of life and of death. The faders are weeping in a rhythmic trance, while the cobra of Zion begins to dance. It is the serpent's whisper in the sound wave, hissing through the corridors of delay. A ribbon of smoke in a digital grave, turning the midnight into clay. Can you hear the slither in the sub-bass floor, knocking on the hinge of the secret door? Vibration is the language of the ancient spine, unlocking the nectar of the sacred vine. The frequency hums at the base of the skull, where the ocean is empty and the moon is full. Listen to the hiss in the hollow space, the ghost of the serpent in the wire's embrace. It is the serpent's whisper in the sound wave, hissing through the corridors of delay. A ribbon of smoke in a digital grave, turning the midnight into play. Can you hear the slither in the sub-bass floor, knocking on the hinge of the secret door? Sliding through the echo, coiling in the dub. The serpent is the signal, the signal is the blood. In the sound wave, in the sound wave, hissing away, fading to gray. The signal hums a hollow frequency, electric ghost in a circuit sea, rising from the coppervine, searching for the ancient signs. along valleys where the river runs dry. Neon suns in a fabricated sky. The shepherd is a satellite, the flock is a bite, grazing on the blue glare in the middle of the night. We trade our shadows for a flickering spark, building our Zion in the digital dark. Architecture of glass, fragile and thin. Where does the machine end and the man begin? The algorithm whispers what the spirit should feel, spinning the thread on a virtual wheel. Babylon's towers are made of light, burning through the curtains of the natural sight. Paper walls of the digital ghetto, echoes of a soul in a hollow meadow, tearing at the seams of the binary fold, selling off the nectar for the silver and gold. Inside the paper walls of the digital ghetto, watching the vibration turn into a shadow. Code is the currency, the ghost is the cost. In the library of Babel, every volume is lost. A million voices screaming in the vacuum of pride, with nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. They monitor the heartbeat to say you the beat, but the rhythm of the earth is beneath your feet. Break the encryption, let the sunlight through. The screen is a mirror that doesn't know you. Burn the scroll, melt the wire. Truth is found in the heart of the fire. Not in the scroll, not in the click. The wax is melting on the candle wick. Dub the signal, strip the frame. Nature has no username. Paper walls of the digital ghetto, echoes of a soul in a hollow meadow, tearing at the seams of the binary fold, selling off the nectar for the silver and gold. Inside the paper walls of the digital ghetto, watching the vibration turn into a shadow. Signal fading, vibration rising. The paper is burning, the soul is returning. Static, static, silence. The limestone caves birth my lungs, but the indigo deep claims my tongue. I carved a hull from a cedar's bone, where the trade winds moan in a minor tone. Left the plantation smoke in the valley's grip. Now I'm a ghost on a phosphorilate ship. Escape the chain, but I'm bound to the swell, between the blue heaven and the liquid hell. Saltwater tears of a maroon sailor wash the copper blood from the rusted anchor. Every wave is a prayer that the current stole. Brine for the body, iodine for the soul. Saltwater tears on a man who can't forget. I navigate by the scars on my back, mapping the stars in the void of the black. No compass needle, just the pull of the moon, chanting the rhythm in the silent lagoon. The reef is a fortress of obsidian knives, guarding the ghosts of 1,000 lives. I am the fugitive the tides won't betray, dissolving like mist in the light of the day. Saltwater tears of a maroon sailor wash the copper blood from the rusted anchor. Every wave is a prayer that the current stole. Brine for the body, iodine for the soul. Saltwater tears, the ocean's heavy dead. The sun never rises on a man who can't forget. Cane juice bitter, but the spray is sweet. The abyss is the only road beneath my feet. Old Africa calls to the whale's low hum. The heartbeat of the deep is my only drum. Saltwater tears of a maroon sailor wash the copper blood from the rusted anchor. Every wave is a prayer that the current stole. Brine for the body, iodine for the soul. Tears in the surf, deep sea maroon. Echoes in the drift, the salt, the salt, the salt. Of the sign and the crest, a flick of the tongue in the cavern of the chest. Cold-blooded wisdom in a warm vacuum tube, coiling round the rhythm of the primitive cube. He slides through the static where the ghosts reside, on a current of mercury where the shadows hide. Not a warning of venom, but a secret of old, written in the silver and the tarnished gold. The lowering shudders like a tectonic shift as the scales of the melody begin to drift. It is the serpents whisper in the sound wave, hissing through the corridors of delay. A ribbon of smoke in a digital grave, turning the midnight into clay. Can you hear the slither in the sub-bass floor, knocking on the hinge of the secret door? He sheds his skin on the magnetic tape, changing his color and changing his shape. From the garden the wires to the speakers of wood, understanding the evil and the misunderstood. Heavy iron reverb and a sulphurous breath, dancing on the thin line of life and of death. The faders are weeping in a rhythmic trance, while the cobra of Zion begins to dance. It is the serpent's whisper in the sound wave, hissing through the corridors of delay. A ribbon of smoke in a digital grave, turning the midnight into clay. Can you hear the slither in the sub-bass floor, knocking on the hinge of the secret door? Vibration is the language of the ancient spine, unlocking the nectar of the sacred vine. The frequency hums at the base of the skull, where the ocean is empty and the moon is full. Listen to the hiss in the hollow space, the ghost of the serpent in the wire's embrace. It is the serpent's whisper in the sound wave, hissing through the corridors of delay. A ribbon of smoke in a digital grave, turning the midnight into play. Can you hear the slither in the sub-bass floor, knocking on the hinge of the secret door? Sliding through the echo, coiling in the dub. The serpent is the signal, the signal is the blood. In the sound wave, in the sound wave, hissing away, fading to gray. The needle finds the ghost in the groove, low and tremors where the tectonic plates move. Inhale the void, let the static dissolve. The riddle of the ages, the gears that won't revolve. Of the city is locked in a scream, but the current flows under the fever and the dream. We are tuning the dial past the FM decay to the hollow where the shadows of the ancestors play. It is not a day of the week or a ritual of bread, but a hum in the marrow, a weight in the head. Babylon counts the gold while the copper turns green. We are measuring the space for the things left unseen. Frequency of the silent Sabbath, vibrating in the architecture of the bone. Frequency of the silent Sabbath, a kingdom built where the wind is. shadow on a digital wall, crying out for a signal that will never let him fall. But the frequency is found in the absence of the word, in the echo of the mountain that the valley never heard. Subtract the ambition, divide the machine, wash the spirit in a path of ultraviolet green. Every heartbeat is a dub plate spinning in the chest, the gravity of mercy, the physics of the rest. Frequency of the silent Sabbath, vibrating in the architecture of the bone. Frequency of the silent Sabbath, a kingdom built where the wind is left alone. No thunder in a cloud, just a pulse in the clay. The sound of the seventh sun burning away. Let the reverb swallow the clock on the shelf. There is a secret frequency deeper than the self, below the sub-bass, below the ocean floor, where the silence is a key and the void is a door. Drop the pressure, let the atmosphere thin. This is where the true vibration begins. Of the silent Sabbath, vibrating in the architecture of the bone. Frequency of the silent Sabbath, a kingdom built where the wind is left alone. No thunder in the cloud, just a pulse in the clay. The sound of the seventh sun burning away. Stillness is the loudest sound. Seven circles in the hollowed ground, oscillating in the dark, fanning the invisible spark. Silence, silence. The Sabbath hums alone. Roots of the cedar, foundation of stone, vibrations lingering where the seeds were sown. Silent oration, the wind is a throne. Between the gold leaf pillars of a memory long decayed, the velvet curtains shiver where the ancient prophets prayed. There is a density in silence, a weight within the air, a phantasm of incense, a phantom of a prayer. The candle wick is charred, yet the light remains behind, etched up on the retina, flickering in the mind. Steps soft up on the marble, for the dust is but the bone of 1,000 chanting voices that the wilderness has known. Hear the low and rumble of the earth below, catch the frequency where the wild ferns grow. It is the pulse of the sanctum, steady and slow. Ghostly echoes ghostly echoes in the tabernacle. The architecture breeze, every rafter is along, reciting litanies in a long-forgotten tongue. No choir in the balcony, no priest at the gate, just the dub of the universe, the rhythm of our fate. The bassline is a pendulum swinging through the dark, igniting the remnants of the covenant spark. We are but shadows walking through a temple of the soul, collecting all the fragments to make the vision whole. Ghostly echoes in the tabernacle tonight, tracing constellations in the absence of the light. Rhythm of the ancestors, heavy and divine, turning water into memory, spirit into wine. Can you hear the echo? Ghostly echoes in the tabernacle. In the valley, reverb on the truth, washing over elders, baptism of youth. The tabernacle is open, but the doors are not there. It is a fortress of spirit, a temple of air. Ghostly echoes in the tabernacle tonight, tracing constellations in the absence of the light. Rhythm of the ancestors, heavy and divine, turning water into memory, spirit into wine. Let the echo rise from the valley to the sky, dubbing out the sorrow in the temple of tomorrow. Echoes, ghostly echoes, fading into the Zion wind. Between the valleys of the sign and the crest, the flick of the tongue in the cavern of the chest, cold-blooded wisdom in a warm vacuum tube, coiling round the rhythm of the primitive cube. Be sliced to the static where the ghosts reside, on the current of mercury where the shadows hide. Not a warning of venom but a secret of old, written in the silver and the tarnished gold. The low end shudders like a tectonic shift as the scales of the melody begin to drift. It is the serpent's whisper in the sound wave, hissing through the corridors of delay. A ribbon of smoke in a digital grave, turning the midnight into clay. Can you hear the slither in the sub-bass floor, knocking on the hinge of the secret door? He sheds his skin on the magnetic tape, changing his color and changing his shape. From the garden of wires to the speakers of wood, understanding the evil and the misunderstood. Heavy iron reverb and the sulphurous breath dancing on the thin line of life and of death. The faders are weeping in a rhythmic trance, while the cobra of Zion begins to dance. It is the serpents whispering the sound wave, hissing through the corridors of delay. A ribbon of smoke in a digital grave, turning the midnight into clay. Can you hear the slither in the sub-bass floor, knocking on the hinge of the secret door? Is the language of the ancient spine, unlocking the nectar of the sacred vine. The frequency hums at the base of the skull, where the ocean is empty and the moon is full. Listen to the hiss in the hollow space, the ghost of the serpent in the wire's embrace. It is the serpent's whisper in the sound wave, hissing through the corridors of delay. A ribbon of smoke in the digital grave, turning the midnight into clay. Can you hear the slither in the sub-bass floor, knocking on the hinge of the secret door, sliding through the echo, coiling in the dark. The serpent is the signal is the blood in the sound wave. In the sound wave, hissing away, fading to gray. The frequency vibrates through the iron and the bone, deciphering the silence in the heart of the stone. Signals in the static, a digital sunrise beyond the glass horizon, where the old world died. Fiber optic vines climb the walls of the spire, choking out the stars with the neon desire. The circuit board is thirsty for the sweat of the street, but the pulse of the earth is beneath our feet. We are binary ghosts in a copper wire cage, writing ancient truths on a silicon page. Systematic static tries to drown out the sound, but the heavy bass resonance is shaking the ground. From the basement to the cloud, the message is whispered, the message is loud. A ghost in the machine, a fire in the wire, lifting the spirit higher and higher. Coded rhythms for the concrete jungle, where the towers lean and the giants crumble. Frequency of Zion in the heart of the grid, finding the light where the shadows are hid. One drop for the soul, one beat for the mind, leaving the algorithm far behind. Babylon's mainframe is a hungry machine, calculating profits in the spaces between. They trade in the shadows, they sell the blue light, but they can't buy the rhythm that governs the night. The signal is sacred, the wavelength is deep, awakening the lions from a century of sleep. No firewall can stop the vibrations we send when the beginning of the beat meets the power of the end. Coded rhythms for the concrete jungle, where the towers lean and the giants crumble. Frequency of Zion in the heart of the grid, finding the light where the shadows are hid. One drop for the soul, one beat for the mind, leaving the algorithm far behind. Analog heart in the digital chest, the drum is the truth, the bass is the test. Strip away the metal, strip away the chrome, the rhythm is the map that will lead us home. Echoes in the alley, echoes in the hall. The higher the climb, the harder the jungle, where the towers lean and the giants crumble. Frequency of Zion in the heart of the grid, finding the light where the shadows are hid. One drop for the soul, one beat for the mind, leaving the algorithm far behind. The signal is clear, the jungle is breathing, system override, spirit in transit. Dub it in the wire, dub it in the soul, in the concrete jungle. The rhythm makes us whole.